Dear students, today we will learn about binary files. Previously, we have learned about text files. Text files means whatever anything text, that means any line, word, whatever textual we write and to store in a file is known as a textual file. The binary file is another type of file. It may hold any .mp3, that means any audio file, any video file, any picture file, any DDL file, any device file, anything. Even a text file can also be stored in binary mode. So each and every file we can stored in a binary mode. For example, say we want to open a picture file .jpg file using the file reading program we have already learned in Python. We will not be able to open that file. But in with the binary file, we will be able to read any file using the binary file. Okay, so that's why we need to learn about binary files. So let's start. At first, we will see by reading a particular file. Okay, when we are reading a file or writing a file, a binary file, then we will use the mode RB for reading, WB for writing, AB for appending, and so on. That means B is denoting the binary file. Okay. So RB for reading, WB for writing, and AB for appending. Similarly, as we have known that R plus, W plus, and A plus mode are there, the similar modes are RB plus, W plus, B plus, and AB plus mode for binary file. Okay, so let's start with this file. This is binary file. Say this is we are taking a text file at first. All of you know that we are using the abc.txt, and the program is same as we have read and we have done the program for reading a text file. Only the difference here I have put is the opening mode is RB instead of R. Okay, so let's see what's the difference is. At first, see what is the content of abc.txt. Let's see the content of abc.txt. This is the content of abc.txt, and what does it read when we open the file in binary mode. Okay, let's run the program. See the difference. See the difference. So there are some non-printable character that are appended in the text that we use to write a text file. That is the new line. That is the form feed. We know that this portion is appended at the beginning of each and every line. This portion is appended at the end of every line, and this is the new line character. Okay, all these three things, the B, R, N, all these slash B colon slash R slash N colon, all these things are non-printable character. Those you can see when you open the file in binary mode. Okay, so here comes the difference. Now say we are decoding the text. Whatever we are reading in binary mode is the binary data. When we are decoding the text in ASCII format, and then we are printing, let's see what change comes. See, then this type of output you can have. You have to decode the binary data into ASCII format, then you may have this type of output. Okay, so this is the reading of a binary file. See, now we are opening another file for writing something in binary file. Let's do this portion at first. Say we want to write something in the binary file. Now since it is a binary file, we will not write only the text, we will write some different data types also. Okay, so this is the line, this is a file. We want to write this line to bintest2.txt. in this file we want to write this line. Okay, so the writing mode is WB because we want to write this file in binary mode. Then say at first let's try this line. This is the line and we are trying to write this line. So what's happened, let's check. See, here is the error. Okay, a bytes like object is required, not str. That means when we are writing any something into the binary file, we cannot write the string directly. Okay, as we cannot print the string like thing directly, we have to decode it to ASCII. Again, for writing a string to the binary file, we have to encode it to ASCII. Okay, so after encoding to ASCII, then only we can write this data. This will work, this will not work. We cannot write the string directly to a binary file. At first we have to encode it to ASCII format, then only we may be able to write. Okay, now after writing the string, we are writing the list also. This is a list, so we are writing. So before writing, we have to convert the list to byte array, otherwise it will not be writable inside the binary file. Okay, so after when we are getting the string, we have to encode this to ASCII. When we are getting a list, we have to encode it to binary array, byte array. That means we cannot we cannot write the things directly we have in the particular format. We have to convert it to a particular format, actually in the byte format, for writing into the binary file. So let's check. See, it has been written. Now something again, you will see what was the name of the file. Byte array, sorry, the name of the file was bintest2.txt. so let's open and see what is written there. Bintest2.txt, bintest2.txt. see, this is the file. This is written in the textual format, but whatever written for the integer values or different data types values, that is not being readable. Okay, so how can we read this file? We can read this file by opening it to the binary mode, as we have seen in the previous program. So let's check what we are getting. Bintest2.txt, and what we are getting, the how we are getting the data. Let's check. See, we will have the data in this format, actually in hexadecimal format. X denotes the hexadecimal format. We have stored 1, 2 and 3 in the list. So x01 slash x02 slash x03, this type of thing will be printed. Okay. So in this format it will be printed. So it is not readable when we are just double clicking it, but the file is being readable when we are opening it in the binary mode. But we have faced a problem that we have to convert the data, whatever we want to store to a particular data type, to be writable into a binary file or writable into a binary mode. So that is a problem. We cannot generalize the things, but for that we have a solution. Now let's learn about that solution. Now in this program we will use a new thing, that is the pickle module. Okay, so let's see what the pickle module does. Let's see what the pickle module does. We are commenting the upper part. Now we are using the lower part portion only. So here we have imported the pickle module. So in this pickle module there is a function named dump. Okay, so what the dump function will do? See here, we have a text and we have a binary list, integer list that we had in the previous code. So what we are doing, we have a record list that is initially blank, and now we are appending all the data to the list we want to write inside the file. Okay, say at first we are appending this line to the record, then we are appending the b data, that means the list, to the record. And then what we are doing, using this dump function of the pickle module, we are writing all the records to the file pointer f. f is containing bintest3.txt, this file which has been written in binary mode, which has been opened in binary mode for writing. Okay, so what we are doing, we at first creating the record list, we are appending one by one line to the record list, and then we are dumping the record using the dump function that is written in the pickle module. We are dumping all the records to the file pointer f. Okay, then we are closing the file. So let's run this at first. So in this way, if we are writing this file in this way, let's see what happens. We will again read the file. We will again read the file. We will use this import pickle, and inside that pickle function, pickle module, the load function is also there. In the previous function, in the previous program, we have learned about dump function to write all the things in the binary file, and here we are learning about the load function for reading everything what is being written in the binary file. Okay, so using this load method, we will read everything. Now, as we generally print all the things inside the binary file, inside the file, we will use that method only. That means for row in record, print row. All of you know this method. We have used many times for writing a text file, reading a text file. So for row in record, each and every line will be printed, then close. Now see what do we find. See. Just like we read the text file, we can have this list or whatever we want to write. We can use this using the pickle.dump method, and again using the pickle.load method we can read each and every data type. So this was the problem of the binary file, that we have to convert it to the byte code or binary data before writing to the file, and then only we can write it to the binary file. And whenever we are reading the file, we will not be able to read it in the text format, then also we have to encode it to the textual format. So we don't need these things. Now we will use the pickle module. Before writing the data to the file, we will store all the record to a list, and we will dump the list to the file, and while reading reading all the data from the file, we will load all the data to a list, and we will just read the list. Okay, then we will be able to read all the things in the textual format, whatever the readable format, we will have all the records. Okay. Now we will see an application using that pickle module. In this program, we are creating a file using this pickle module. What we are doing, we are creating a record list. This list actually is a list of lists. Each and every index will contain a list of role name and marks. Okay, that means record 0 will contain roll number 1, some name and marks. Record 2, 01 will contain roll number 2, name and marks. Record 2 will contain roll number 3, name and marks, and so on. Okay. So while true, we are inputting the role, we will input what is the speciality of this program. Since it is a binary file, we will able to take data in different data types. Say the role is type integer, the name is a string, the marks is integer, like this. Okay, and using this format we can do any type of arithmetic operations also. Those were not possible while we are doing with text file. Okay, so we are taking the role name and marks as an input from the user. We are creating this data list, role name and marks. Using these values, we are creating the data list, and we are appending the data to the record. That means in record 0, the roll number, name and marks is there. Then in the next iteration, in record 1, a next role name and marks will be there, and so on. For every time we are asking the user whether you want to insert more records. If the user is putting in, then there will be a break. Okay, so record is created like that, and then we are opening the file in the appending mode. Since it is a binary file, we are using the AB mode. You can use the WB mode also for writing the file. And then we are using the pickle.dump method using the record list, and we are writing the record list in the file right. Okay, so that means we are creating the record list at first, then we are opening the file in the append mode, or you may open the file as write mode also, then we are dumping all the records to the file pointer, then we are closing it. That's it. Okay, I have already created this file. Let's see how can we read this file. See, in this program we are reading that file. In the previous program we have created the stud.dat file, and now we are reading that. So we are opening it in the RB mode. We are loading everything to the record list, and then we are printing roll name and marks. Now, since we know that row 0 for row in record, that means each and every line of the record list will be contained in row. Since we know that row 0 is containing row 1 is containing name, row 2 is containing marks, we are putting like that. No data type formatting is needed there, you see. Okay. Then we are printing roll name and marks like this. Okay. So let's see what the output is. See, the output is like this, but the output is not such ordered, right? If it looks like a tabular format, then it will be better. So we can do this. We can do this using this format. Using this format, we can do this. Okay, so here actually we are specifying the space we want to give for role, the space we want to give for name, and the space we want to give for marks. Only that amount of space will be given for that. So see what happens. See, we may have the record in this tabular format. Okay, hope you have understood. Thank you.